Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so we're going to be doing the good old Command Modern Operations. Alright, so that's going to help people because we'll run through some of the elements of the actual game itself. So what we'll be doing is we'll just be jumping straight into a create new scenario. Right now, one of the first things I always like to do is actually set up some of the times and durations under the editor window. So let's see. So we'll try and make, well, I'll go for 12. And we'll have the scenario last for 3 days. Right. Now this does depend on where we actually are in the world as well, of course. Because we're looking at Zulu time just now. And one of the other things I like to do straight away as well is go into the features and settings. Set these on, so detailed gunfire control, unlimited magazines at air naval bases, just avoid you having to manually set up all the ammo and such. Aircraft damage turned on, effects of terrain type, so it should affect movement, and also like if you're bombing ground troops and they're in heavy forest for example, then chances are that you'll do less damage simply due to the terrain type. Communications disruption, not quite sure what that actually does. I've not seen it really come into effect, and well, it affects your ship speed as well. Right, so we'll okay that. Now, one of the first elements is, of course, you need sides. So what we'll do, we'll keep it simple. So we'll add some sides. Just go for blue 4. What was that? So we've got blue forces, and we'll go for op 4. 14 forces. And what we'll do, we'll make them hostile to each other. So postures. And we'll turn that to hostile. And then for the op 4, we'll make them hostile to the blue forces as well. Right, so basically these two guys are now enemies. And that's our scenario basically set up. So what we need to do is pick a location basically. I mean, Persian Gulf is probably quite a good area because it's I mean, I think we'll just go for that because we've got the water area. Right, so let's see. So I mean, what would you be looking to see first of all, basically? What kind of elements? Air, naval, land, you know, just pop in the chat there and we'll run through some of the basic stuff. Anybody? Come on. Give you a minute to think about it. Hello, gamer. So what kind of thing would you like to see first of all? Air and naval's quite easy to set up, so is land really. Oof, need to see it all. Jeez. Okay, right, well, what we'll do... right, so I mean, this is basically a RAN up here, right? Right, so yeah, we'll do an air thing first of all, okay? So what we'll do, so Kesham, right? So we'll say there's an airfield here. So what we need to do is set up an airfield. Now, so in the editor, you just press insert key. If you'd option to then insert something. Now it's going to be Iranian, so it'll be op 4. So what we actually need to do is facilities. So there's a couple of options here, because this is obviously very daunting. You've got like 20 million options basically. So we'll keep it nice and easy. So what we're looking for, there's First of all, there's the single type. If you just type in single in the class, it'll bring up options. So you've got like single unit airfield and what types of sizes that they vary with as well. There's also a single unit port. And as far as I'm aware, if it's a single unit, it gives you everything you need to sort of do your missions. Like it would technically include like the fuel, hangars and such. But it, as far as I'm aware, it's not destructible because it's not built up from the actual separate elements. So you can actually go in and build up an actual airfield individually. So for example, you can add like hangars, and then like your parking places, revetments, underground aircraft shelters, subtype actually, let's see. So you can quickly go through all the options. The actual runways themselves, so you can have like multiple runways if you wanted to design that. But for this purpose, we'll keep it simple. So we'll just go for a single airfield. Let's see, we'll go for what, 3 runways, and it's a massive place. No, that's invisible. Okay. Quite sure why that says invisible. Interesting. Right. So we'll go for 3 runways with massive runways. Yeah, at 4,000 meters plus. So that'll give you information about it. So it's got 10 hangars, so it can support 8 very large aircraft. I believe that's each. Right, fine. Yep. So we'll select that. And where did it go? Oh, it's because so turn on God's Eye View just now. Technically I'm actually on the Blue Force just now. Right, so this is this airfield. So what we need to do is we need to actually populate the airfield with the actual planes. So what we do, if we click on it, we'll then get information about it. And then we can edit the aircraft. So what we'll do, go for real platforms. Since it is Iran, what we'll do, we'll just select the country Iran. And we'll look for multi-role fighter attacks. So we'll say, let's see. So we'll give them some crap. F5F Tigers, well actually F5E Tigers, since that's the ones that fly in the BTS world. So I mean, we can give them a call sign so we know what they are, but it will automatically assign one. So we'll say they've got, what, 16 F5 Tigers. So these are multi-role fighter and attack. And let's see if they've got any bombers. They don't. What about early warning systems? Oh, they don't have any airborne early warning. Interesting. So attack. So we'll go for the fencer. Old classic. So this is basically going to be the bombers, basically. So we'll say they get 12 bombers. Right. So that's that airfield, basically. Okay. What we can do as well, actually, we just give them a radar and some defensive airfield. So what's what we're looking for now is let's see if Iran actually has any of their own types of radars. They probably don't. What they do? Just looking for dates. So just pick up a live platforms. Right, so 2015. So we could look at the actual details of this. So it's just a surface building. And it's a 270 nautical mile radar air search, 3D long search. It's actually pretty decent technology. Not great, but it should be good enough to detect aircraft. So yeah, okay, well we'll place that in. That's fine. Oh, no, I need to switch sides. Yeah, that'll help. I'll just switch over to more since we're basically editing up for. Right. So we'll go for the 2015. Right, that's different. But that'll do the job, just double check. Oh, right, okay, that's 1,600 nautical miles, okay. So yeah, that should be able to pick up planes. No problem. Right, so I'm just what we'll do, if you just press the C key, we can copy these. I'm just going to put one over here, put one over here. So what's happening now is these are currently sitting doing nothing. Well, also actual mission isn't live yet. So what we can do is we've got these MCON settings. This is basically, it's like your doctrines as well. So for example, you can tell them that nuclear weapons are possible, what the sort of rules of engagement are, what their mission controls are, and how they kind of fight. A couple of options there as well, anti-surface and anti-submarine warfare as well. But under the MCON settings, what we'll do, we'll put them on red. We'll put the radars, override that, we'll put the radars as active. So now what will happen is all these radar stations, they are now activating the radar, right, and it is like 1,600 nautical miles, so it's a very large range, very large. Right, so that's a early warning system, so what we'll do, we'll go for the actual airfield, some defences here as well. Let's see, close to it. So we'll be looking for ground units. Some of the things still come under the facility. It's because this game's went through a big update, so a lot of the stuff still comes under facility. So not everything will come under the ground units quite yet. But what we'll do, have a quick look. Don't think we're going to get treble A, any treble A. No, okay. So yeah, if we just go into facility and we'll look for real A. Right, so treble A. Let's see what options we've got. Actually, yeah, we'll just check, see if Orion's got any of its own. It does, okay. Right. So 35mm twin Oberlicon fire can. Seems pretty formidable. Right, that's the newest one. So we'll just have to look at the specs. So it's 100mm KS-19, it's 4. So Mark 1 eyeball, that's a human eye basically. So they can detect things 15 to 50 nautical miles. Static gun director, radars 12 nautical miles. With what's that, low level TV or something like that? Low light TV, something along those lines. That's 880 nautical miles. Such a weapon itself. Right, yeah, okay, well we'll put these in. Why not? So apparently that's about 4 of them. So what we'll do, we'll copy those. Just sort of set up a protection ring around the airfield. Put a couple. There's a radar station. I'll just put it on there, okay? Right, okay, so do what we'll do, we'll just switch sides. We'll go blue 4, so we'll say, oh, let's see, yeah, here'll be fine. So what's that? There's a base up here, is there not actually? Somewhere. This is a town. So we'll Aerial cheery. Right, okay, so we'll insert an airfield. So it's going to be facility, and we'll put in a single. So we'll just do the exact same as what we've got. Not Iran. Oops. Put that as none. Single. Oh, right, 1 second. Delivery's just arrived. Delivery. Right, okay, so we'll do another large runway. Yeah, big massive airfield basically. So we'll stick that in here. Right, and again what we need to do is we need to populate it. So click on it, edit the aircraft. Right, so we'll go by United States forces, eh? So, multi-role fighter attack. We'll kind of keep these old school as well. Right, so F-18 Hornets. We'll stick what? Well, with these guys in. Any other type of fighters? Nah, should be enough fighters. Attack. We got F-16s for this. Oh no, we don't. Oh right, okay, the F-11. Yeah, okay. It's old school. Right, so let's see. Right, so F Aardvark. We'll put 12 of them in. And they will have airborne early warning. So we'll send up just a sentry, that'll do it. Just go for a free sea sentry. So they'll have one of them. Anything else that we need? Don't think we do really. Bombers, I suppose we could have some big bombers. Actually, yeah, what we'll do. Right, so B-52s, why not? What's the most recent B-52s? So it's a B-50, well not that recent now. So H, we'll go for that H. Right, we'll give 6 of them. Yeah, okay. Right, so what we'll do at this stage, we're not going to add any radars because they're going to have the airborne early warning sentry plane. What do you mean it doesn't seem easier? Yeah, that's straightforward. All you're doing is placing things on the map. It's not that tricky. So first of all, we'll save this. We'll save it as stream. Save it as stream. Go. Right. So what I do here is I kind of roll it back. So basically I reload the scenario once I start testing things. So what we're going to do is we're going to test and see how these plane systems basically operate. Okay, so what we do, start rolling. So now the mission is actually running. And if you notice a local time here, because we're in the world, so it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So first things first, what I want to do now is actually going to aircraft operations. This will show us the actual what's all in this airfield. We've got F-18s, our aardvarks, the bombers and the airborne. So first things first, what we need to do is click on the sentry and we then go to ready and arm, and we want it to be the airborne early warning. And what we can do, because we're in the scenario editor as well, is we can just make that immediately ready. And don't need a mission for this, so we'll just launch this. Right, then just make sure it's still running. So this means that the aircraft will now be prepared. So, launch, thank you. So it's taxi into the takeoff. Just keep it running. Right, so while that's going on, switch to the other side. So you can only really do this in the editors. This is really fun. I'm showing you how things work. And we'll go to the enemy airfield, and again, just to double check, we'll just go to aircraft operations. And now we see the types of planes here. Right, so we've got these. So we will take two, and we will ready these. Oh, did I pop that up? I think I did, didn't I? So side on it. I need to change that. Hold on again. That's annoying. Not 4. Which planes in is 4. Right, okay, that's annoying. Let's remove them. So it was F5, F5E, wasn't it? Oops, I ran. So we were actually selecting their forces. There we go. And it was motor-fitted attack F5E. Let's give them 12. And we also wanted the fencer. Give them 12 of them as well, right? Okay. So 2 of the Tigers. Right, and this is what we'll call the Combat Air Patrol. So let's see. So these are the loadouts that the aircraft basically could have. So we'll go for the basics. R60s here. So it's going to have 4 times AA8 AFIT or R60, and it's got 3 fuel tanks. So again, we'll just tell it to be ready immediately. And now we're not going to launch these yet. Okay, what we're now going to do is we're just going to look at the mission itself here. So if we go to the mission points, so you've got the mission editor, add new mission, etc. So if we just go to the mission editor just now, and if we just turn off everything but the planes in the meantime. Right, so we've got all these planes. So what we'll do, we're going to assign all the planes. Don't want that though. Oh jeez, that's put everything over. So nope. I'm going to add a new mission in. Right, okay, I'm probably going to need a reference point here, so put this Windows side just now. Right, actually, so what we'll do, we'll make an area, define an area. So we'll say protecting just this area. Okay, so this is now an area. So back into the mission editor. Right, we want to add a mission, so we'll call it Cat 1, and it's going to be air intercept. Air intercept is active. Right, yeah, okay, so it's going to target, so no, scratch that one, so we'll just put it as a patrol. So we'll call it Cat 1, and patrol, air to air, zone we want, be active. Right, okay, so now we go into the mission settings, let's see, so the patrol area, that's fine. Yep, and we'll always try to keep 2 on station. Flight size 2, that's fine. Number of aircraft, that investigate unknown contacts, 1 flight should be fine. Number of aircraft engage hostile contacts, all of them, that's fine. Wingmen can investigate, engage separate contacts within 5 nautical miles, that's fine. So they'll loiter basically at 6,000 feet until they detect a target. So yep, and we want them to investigate unknown contacts outside the patrol area and investigate unknown contacts within weapon range. Active emissions only inside patrol. No, we'll leave that off. So yeah, we'll just have random within the area. Okay. Right, so this is our Cap 1 zone. Okay, now got 2 set to that just now, so actually what we'll do, we'll get all these fighters assigned to this actually. Just ready them all. So we'll arm these guys again, we'll just go for the basic air tier option. And we'll assign them all to the mission. So assigned to mission Cap 1. Right, I'll just go start running the phase again. Right, so let's have a look at mission editor. Right, so we have one mission that's active effectively. So we'll do the same for Blue Forces. Switch over to Blue Forces. So again, we'll set an area for this. So we'll make it, if they detect anything basically here, right, that seems fair enough. Okay, and go to the mission editor. So again, this is going to be exact same, it's just going to be a air patrol. Call it Cap 1 as well. This is American forces. Right, so the mission settings itself will be exact same. We'll go for 2, random within the area, 2, that's all fine. Yeah, so it's basically the exact same as all of their mission basically. So the units, so we'll have, yeah, it's going to be all the Hornets, so it's going to be assigned to this. It'll look good, honey. Load these guys up. There we go. So, to go into aircraft operations. On the airfield, so stand back. Airfield, aircraft operations. Hornets. These are all fighters. So, get them ready and arm them. Let's see. Standard cap option, that should be fine. So they've got 2 120Cs and 2 9 Mike Sidewinders and 3 fuel tanks. Okay, so we'll get them ready immediately. Now we can go back to the mission and add those units. Hornets. Right, so again, this is the exact same thing. They will now basically fly the cap, and it should only be 2 planes at a time. So we'll run that again. So this is the mission live again. Right, so let me just check. Right. So I just need to make sure that they're actually going to take off. They all have a sentry plane, by the way. Alright, so yeah, it's just taking off just now. Okay. Right, so yeah, they have a central mission, so flying. Let's check our mission editor again. Right, so they've got 12 mission settings. Let's take a look at that. Yep, that's right. Yeah, okay, well, we'll add nukes shortly. Right, okay, let's speed this up a wee bit here, okay. Make sure the mission's still running. Right, so this is an airborne early warning, so what we'll do, we'll just plot a course for this guy. We'll just stick him down here. Okay, so he's going to just fly down to here and then he's just going to loiter. What we'll do... Up, there we go. So let's switch off God's Eye View now. Right, so I'm detecting radar contacts. Okay. Now, our planes have taken off in their mission. So we've got Flight Ace. And it looks like they're actually already going to now engage, and it looks like the enemy's also going to engage. So what I want to do is I just want to make sure that he's actually using his radar. Right, yeah, okay, so here we go. So these two missions, these two cat missions are already engaging. So we've identified them as hostile planes, we know what they are. Right, yep, F-18 seem to be doing the job as one would expect, really. It's the F-5s. Because the way we set up this mission, we kind of want 2 flights to be active at all times. So when they have to return to base, and another 2 will go up and cover that area. Okay, so that's basically your air flight. There's all different types of missions. I mean, oh, yep. Okay, so we are now detecting a missile. So this has actually been recognised by the Hornet itself. So just close and resume. Oh, yep, there we go. Looks like we just lost a Hornet. Oh no, it survived, I think. Ooh. No, it didn't survive. Right, so what's that? Flight 8, so yeah, he's only got 1 left of that flight. So we did lose 1. And 2 survived in that one, that's fine. Okay. Right, so looks like they are returning to base now. Or, yep, okay, so yep, that's all the ones now coming up, because they're going to be replacing the ones coming back. And the same with the enemy. This is going to go on and on and on and on. It's basically combat air patrol. but what we want to do here as well is we actually want to the aircraft operations. Let's get these bombers set. Right, so we're going to get all the B-52s. Are these guys up? Let's see. I mean, do we want GBUs? Old school. Mark 84s. 12 Mark 84s, £2,000 bombs each. Why not? Go old school. Right, okay, so they're actually ready to go. So what we'll do, we'll create a mission. We don't need to create a mission, we can do it manually, but obviously if you've got a lot of stuff going on, you kind of want to set up missions just to make sure that you're not getting screwed anywhere else. So what we'll do, a new mission. This is going to be a strike. So cross strike. The L-line strike. So strike here. Let's see, so flight 6 here actually. Tankers, don't worry about that. Fuel fine, radar usage. Using mission encom, that's fine. Because we're going to be turning the encom on anyway. The attack method, let's have a look. So, oh yeah, well, okay, this is not something I normally mess about with, but this is interesting. So we'll go for what, 30-second separation on a time on target echelon attack. Split distance 20 nautical miles. Right, that seems to be fine. So what we'll do, oh, target, move up target. So we'll select a target. So be that radar system. So we have our target. Now assign our units. It's going to be the B-52s, so they're going to be absolutely pepper this place. If they don't get shot down, of course.
Yeah, go ahead first. Yeah, go ahead first.
Ooh. AMRAAMs with their own radar. Just going to go Pitbull. I'm not having much success here actually.
Push tactical. Buster 2-1. Negative radar contact.
Okay, so B-52s now on their way. We can edit the flight plans and all that now, which is really quite handy. Like, if you know there's a SAM site here, then you can get them to totally try to avoid it until the last minute. Instead of, like, sometimes it might have a flight plan that'll fly right over it, which is also not going to be a good idea. Right, so let's see what these B-52s do. So they're going to group up, I believe. And an F-18 has been shot at... Oh, 2 missiles, is that? What's that?
Negative radar contact. Procedural control.
Is that just one guy left? Is that 1v1? We don't have a dogfight. Nope. I believe we just have the Vulcan. Goodness, cycling around. Yeah, trying to shoot him down with guns here. Oh, here comes the reinforcements. Right, yeah, that plane should be going down pretty quick.
Tactical. 2-1. Negative radar contact. Contact.
Right, these bombers, they should all be grouping up. What's that? Oh, contrail detected by the eye. So actually visual on a missile being launched.
Go ahead, sir.
Okay, looks like he's trying to RTB. Right, so our B-52s are basically now in formation. So these are in a group just now. So you just press the numpad E9. You can go into unit mode. And just press 9 again for group mode. So they're on their way, climbing to, well, what should be their attack, about 36,000 feet, I imagine, is our bombers. Clear skies as well, so they don't really need any kind of issues at all there. We're putting the radars on.
Negative radar contact. Procedural control only. Maintain own separation.
It's just a bit of a problem. I've got these cap. It looks like these guys are returning to base and they've got fresh ones coming out. We do have... Oh yeah, we're catching up rapidly. Okay, that's fine. Right, so yeah, so they already know that these planes are... Again, because of the sentry, mainly, even though they do have their own radars. Let's just see what the cap goes for, the enemy cap. Probably should prioritise the B-52s, I imagine. Well, that's cleared away then. Right, so that's kind of interesting. So see, oh right, so there's times as well, there's wee counters coming up, there we go. So that's how recent we picked up their radar. Right, now this flight is going to start going into all these massive kind of cycles for a time on target attack with 30-second intervals. So we do have treble A guns, but these guys are going to be so high that the treble A guns won't even affect them. Right, so that is cool, I do like that, because you can set these all up individually if you wanted to as well. So they're now going to launch their attacks. So even if the enemy did have the cap, what we'll do, we're just going to pause actually, switch over to the platform, just check the status of that airfield. Yeah, so they have lost all their actual planes, their fighters. So this is pretty much a free reign for the bombers now. So we're back on the Blue Force side. Right. A load of bombs coming in already. This is going to completely decimate this place. Right, see, they're not even picking up targets are. Jesus man, look at the splash damage over. So are these guys actually, are they going to quit? They shouldn't deploy their bombs. Yeah, right, good. Yeah, they're not wasting their ammunition. Target's been achieved basically. Yeah, but they're not actually picking up these targets. So what I'm going to do, I'll just quickly go back to the airfield here. And we'll take that apart. So I'm going to set these all the same as well. Somebody wanted nukes? Well, the Aardvark can launch nuclear bombs, but we'll do the missiles, the big missiles, shortly. So what we'll do low drag. I think that's low drag. Unguided freefall. Okay. Oh, air. They're low drag. Snake eyes. Holy Christ, 24 bar K2s. Yep, low drag. There we go. Because what we're going to do is we're going to have these guys be crazy and have low level attacks. So we'll set up a new mission. Right, well, we don't really these guys detected yet. So what we'll do, we'll try and get our sentry plane. Try and get a bit closer, see if you can actually detect these targets. What a course. Now, there is no threat to him really anymore, so he can just fly right in. So we'll let that run. So while he's doing that, we'll set up our wee situation for nukes, eh? Right, so what we'll do in London, so we'll just start with some units. So we'll say here. Yeah, so facilities blue for. So we'll just have these as buildings. Buildings. So we're going to create an acronym. Oh, an acronym. Yeah, an acronym. No, an analog of London's. An analog of London. Abstract concept of London. We're obviously going to put in everything. Right, so we'll put in. There we go. Palace. We'll say that's where the palace is, right? And we'll put in general buildings here. Oh, let's see, buildings. Tall buildings, yeah, okay. Right, so tall buildings, we'll just copy that. Place it down here. Place it down here. Down here, there's some up here, and here, and why not here? Oh, that was in the water. Okay, fine. And then we'll just place up some other buildings. Let's see. So, just a large generic. There we go. That'll do. Right, we'll copy that guy. So. Just place these. So this is the outskirts of London. This down here, some over here, some here, some here, some up in the north here as well. So I mean, London is also like crazily big place. Right, now what we'll do as well is we'll actually have some radar installation here. Radar. So let's see, it should be country, because UK has actually got pretty poor radar systems as far as I'm aware. What's our most recent tech? So on Arthur Mod B, what does that do? It's counter battery. Right. Still artillery. Yeah, don't like the sounds of that. I got the rapier radar, but that's really not what we're looking for. So what's this? Should do the job. What's the detection range? 300. I saw it. Okay, so we'll have one of them at least. Right, now we're going to also them to be active. Right, so that says range. Okay. Right, so that's London. We've got a radar all sorted. And we'll jump to Russia. Right, so we'll go to Leningrad. Right, and we'll switch to the op4 side. Switch to op4. Right, and we'll start putting in some units here. Let's see this green patch over here. Right, so what I'm looking for is a silo. But is it a silo? It's not going to be the United Kingdom, that's for sure. So perhaps it won't. Silo. Let's see. Satan. I'm looking for Satan. There we go. Right, what's the most recent though? So, Satan. These are terrifying. So most recent, there we go, 2021, it's Russian. So it's 10 warheads at 750 kilotons each. Right, so who wants to see London disappear then? Okay, yeah, we'll stick them in. Right, copy. So see, this is Russian's big silo base. Okay, so yeah, all we need to do now is tell these guys to launch. It's that simple. Right. So I believe I just need to go to auto engage. I will tell it to just hit London. Right, see. Now obviously you could add satellites and such. Right, no, I think I'm going to have to do a new fire. Because I'll tell me what the parameters are. So we'll aim for the centre of London. Oh, right, okay, yeah, so we haven't authorised. So what we'll do, if we go to Encon settings, general, say we are now granted use nuclear weapons. And there we go. It's a missile on its way. So if we now switch to the brute force again, we won't see this, which is terrifying. Because currently we're completely unaware that there's a missile on its way. We'll put it on God's eye view just now, just so we can keep a track of it. So it's down Mach 20. And it's heading into space. Did we identify these units down here yet? No. Oh no, we did. Okay, cool. Right, so we'll set up a mission for them to get bombed. Right, this is almost halfway there. Right, obviously Britain's not going to be happy that it's going to lose London in a nuclear attack. This is why we have lieutenants like ballistic submarines, because they don't know where the submarine is. So you go and launch an attack, then we will at least retaliate with the targets that you can't destroy in a first strike in the doctrine. So basically, we will get you back regardless. So while we're still waiting for that, just stick a ballistic submarine in here. Right, so they'll be up near Right, so it's going to be a submarine, the UK submarine that we'll be looking for. Kingdom. So it's going to be a powered ballistic missile. So was it Vanguard? Yeah, that's the most recent one. Okay. So this will be sub-CityNet. Periscope depth, I believe. Throttle and altitude. Just confirm periscope depth. That's fine. Is that missile still on its way? So we turn off God's Eye. So we're still completely unaware that there's a nuclear missile on its way. This is why satellites will be quite potent, obviously. You would have seen the launch probably in satellite or detected some kind of launch. And obviously, you know, they've got radars, NATO, so Denmark, Poland, they'll have radars and give us early warning, but we're not modelling that just now. Right, so these nukes are still on the way and we're still completely unaware. And remember, so if you think that that's terrible for United Kingdom, their actual radar systems are terrible. We don't really have a good opportunity to detect things that was way too late. We totally rely on other countries to inform us. And satellites. Don't forget we do have satellites, but it's not like the UK have got lots of satellites up there, is it? So yep, we are still completely unaware currently that a nuclear missile with 10 warheads, 750 kilotons each. And this radar might not even be able to detect it because these things fly up into space basically and then drop down rapidly. And it makes them very hard to intercept as well because they're moving so fast. But let's see if we can pick it up on the radar. So put God's Eye view on again. Right, so yeah, so the missile, it's flying over Sweden, so I mean, chances are it would have been detected. So it's currently doing Mach 5, it's slowing down. Right, so it's, yeah, it's actually still not, still climbing. So yeah, I don't think it'll reach space. Because what space, the class that's what, 25 kilometers or something? I think. Is it 25 kilometers? I think it is, yeah. Yeah, because it's actually so close, I don't think it'll actually go into, well, effectively space. And what happens is with this, these types of missiles, as it gets closer to the target, all the warheads fire off separately, so you can basically hit multiple targets as well over the same sort of region. I mean, it's horrific. So for example, if I was to select go back to opt for, this is a missile, I don't think I can, yeah, it has to be the missile launcher. Well, that's fine. Right, so I believe one of them is empty now. Yeah, okay, you don't have any left. So it's not that one. So you, yep, you've got your weighting system, just one. Jesus. So I'll put this one in auto engage. Right, see how all these ones are appearing? That means that each facility has got at least one thing targeted at. So if I now click on this guy, so one. So you auto engage as well. southward, see how that goes. Do I need to put it in manual mode? Don't think. You might have to for it to launch. It's looking like it, yep. Okay, fine. So we'll engage a target. I suppose it makes sense for a nuclear weapon. So we'll plant you down there. Unit's not it's because we said that. That's fine. Right. Right now, so I don't want the actual. Alright, okay, so just go to the actual site here. So switch to the sites for their doctrine overhaul and nuclear weapons. Here we go. Yeah, okay, so that's them launching their missiles now. Just about yours. Just auto engage. Put you on the side. Right, yep, so that's free missiles. So we'll switch back to Ford, let's see. Right, so that missile's getting pretty close. So turn off God's Eye View. Right, yeah, okay, so currently we are still completely unaware of this. And the fact that there's now another 2 ballistic missiles on its way with 10 warheads each. Yeah. And for the simplicity, this analogue of London, let's say each facility is what's the population of London? It's about what, 10 million or something like that? Probably greater. Aye, well, so let's say it's 2 million for each facility. That would be nice of us. So just turn off that satellite map. It just slows things down a bit. Right, we should be getting close to detecting this if we can detect it. Yep, still on its way. So yeah, it's now on its down trajectory. So it's picking up speed, Mach 6.5. And that would be bloody terrifying. Even more terrifying that we're completely unaware that it's on its way. Don't remember if you remember the news where the Russians were, was it TU, was it the Backfires or the Bears, TU-160 I think it is, detected up in the northeast, and those things can carry 16 nuclear cruise missiles each, I think it is, and I think they've actually only got 16 actual active aircraft as well, but they can launch from like miles away, like 500 miles I think, even longer possibly. So they could actually just fly up, launch all the missiles to all the strategic targets, and by the time we knew, it'd be too late, it'd be game over. But of course it's a nuclear missile, so that means everything's game over. So we'll turn off the God's Eye View, let's see if we can start picking this up. Yep, still not picking up, just got turned off from the inside as well. Yeah, okay, that's even more terrifying. Because that is within its radar space and it's not detecting that missile. So technically we're still completely unaware. It's active, isn't it? Yeah, radar is active. And again, might just be the type of radar that we're using. It might not be designed for picking up things like ballistic missiles. Jeez. Oh my god, it's at Mach 15. Mach 16. Oh yeah, sorry, I was yeah, I was way up in space. Oh no, space, it wasn't bloody 2025 kilometers, Jesus. 250 or something like that. Yeah, because it's now screaming out of the sky. Well, no, space. Right, and we haven't detected this yet. Yep, we still have not detected it. So either that radar simply cannot track something at speed. No idea, but it's not looking good for London. Okay. But remember, that's just one missile so far. Right, so yeah, basically half of London decimated with those warheads alone. And of course, we didn't even know that they were on their way. And we know there's two others coming in. So what we'll do? Sit and go, well, that's not on chat. So we have got 16 tridents. Okay. Oh, no. Let's change it on doctrine. So just go through this guy. Change it on it. Okay, so you're clear to use nuclears and retaliation. Right, so manual target. We should be able to get all of these. Right, yep, that's fine. We've got 16 of them, so we'll just go absolutely nuts. "16 Trident missiles. Obviously these would all be set for different strategic targets, one for each type of target, you know. Okay, yep, that's all retaliated. So this weapon Right, so it's got 8 warheads of 100 kilotons each. But we're flying 16 of them. So yeah, that defence is... that whole missile site is dead. But also, you know, you would have different targets, strategic targets like the cities and such. And as we've not set up any radars for these guys are completely unaware. Right, what mission did we do? We have a wee radar for me. Let's switch back to the skis and skis. Let's see. Facility. I want to radar. Go for the mission. Russia. Russia, there we go. Let's see what's your more recent types. So what's this? $3,250 ballistic missile early warning system, there you go. Yep, so stick one of them in. And make it active. So you get rid of oh, that's interesting, that's directional, okay. So I'll actually want to change that, so set location, so swing it around. That radar, right? Jesus Christ. Right, so he's going to detect these missiles, obviously. So what we'll do, we'll go into God's Eye View. See where these missiles are. Okay. So they're currently still climbing. Yeah, way up into the space, basically. Let's see what point he detects them though. Imagine it'll be once they come back into the atmosphere. Yep, still climbing just now. Flight range is really scary as well. Consider the distance that they're actually travelling. So it looks like London's going to get its second missile strike, will be very shortly as well. still climbing, bloody hell. So they're screaming down Mac. Not want to be 17. Still climbing. Just turn off the God's eye view. So still not picking it up yet. Right, see how all the warheads are separated. So they're going to detonate over different areas. Wow, 7 of them are attacking one particular point. Oh, here comes this fuck missile, warheads coming in. Bear in mind, this was an analogue of London, so basically we had units over the whole of London. London is gone. Completely wiped out. Didn't even need the third missile. It's not like these guys are going to change their trajectory, they're still going to explode. Yeah, so many survivors from those 3 missiles. Well, I'm sure that third one pretty much finishes off. So still not picking up in the sky. They should be on the way down now. Yep, okay, so they're starting to come back down. So we should kind of pick them up on the radar, at least giving us some kind of warning. But again, this is terrifying because this is like a ballistic missile warning radar system. And how late are we going to detect these? Still not detected. Not quite high. Coming down rapidly though. Speed's picking right up. So let's see. Yeah, I mean, that's about 140 miles. Yeah, I think the warning's going to be way too late. I mean, probably able to launch in retaliation once you detected them in time, just probably. Still not detected them. Still high altitude. must be getting close now. Still not detected it, Jesus. Okay. It's a beep. Your contact. I'm not seeing their contact. Let's have a look at God's Eye here. Oh, for God's sakes. Right. This is a ridiculous amount of warheads that's going to fall in this location. Yeah, it's just... I don't think I would survive there at all. It's just total overkill. Right, so there you go, you've had your nuclear war, eh? Gamer. Evil bastard. Oh, that's their contact sequential. So we didn't detect those at all. Interesting. Right, so yeah, we see the sentry, we see the cap airlines there. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do another mission about this. So we shall go to the blue side. And mission editor. Control. Strike with the yeah, B-52, so yeah, the new one. Oh god, stun right. So it's a yep, strike.
Push tactical. Buster 2-1. Negative radar contact. Procedural control only. Maintain all separation.
The units are going to be a box. So the mission settings, flight size, I will send out. Send out to time then. Everything seems to be fine. Active radar from the visual point sounds good to me. Now what we want to do is we want to allow you to strafe as well.
Push tactical. Buster 2-1. Negative radar contact. Procedural control only. Maintain all separation.
Want that. Oh, yeah, we'll get him as a target. And we'll have him as a target. get him as a
Army
target.
Tactical. Buster 2-1, negative radar contact. Proceed to roll control
Yep,
only.
that's fine.
Maintain all separated.
Get him as a target. Right, okay.
First Tactical. Buster 2-1, negative radar contact. Proceed to roll control only. Maintain all separation.
And here we go. That's our aardvarks all on their way. So it's quite clever because it's starting to split the mission up over the available targets that we've selected. So it's kind of cool. Right, now because these planes, well, let's set them to bomb first. If we just had them keep their guns, then they would have to definitely strafe. That would put them in harm's way of the 888. Right, I'm going to add all these as a target as well. So we should get it done. Targets, yep. Add all those as well. See if they update their missions. So I'm just going to pause it here because there's another feature. Air tasking order. It's a handy way to quickly check what exactly is going on. So you can quickly see, it's kind of cool that you can quickly operate, change your kind of packages that you want to use. So you can set up, actual packages. So it's like a, do you want to destroy radar, but the radar's going to have missile, SAMs, and even cat patrols that you can set up, escorts, or your seed mission. You can launch fighters up to try and deal with any air threats, and then just after that get your seed, you get in with the harm missiles, and then follow up with bombers to bomb the other target sites once you've destroyed the radars. So yeah, you can get quite complex missions set up now, which is something you couldn't really do very easily. It had all been done manually. It was quite a pain in the ass, but now that can quickly be done. So our aardvarks. Right, so see the altitude here as well, because we've got them, they're using the low drag bombs, parachutes basically, so they're low altitude. And the IP point, I think they'll turn on the radar, that's what we told them, wasn't it? Right, did. So other planes still have all the bombs. Are they going to now reallocate? They are indeed. Awesome sauce. So they're now going to actually finish off the rest of the targets that was actually selected. That's really handy. So we are going to completely decimate basically this basic Iranian defence we set up. Totally destroyed their fighters. see how well these treble guns do though. These planes will be low. Yep, 200 feet. Yep, oh, they're being shot at. That was something. That's the mission. Yep, so he got hit. He's taking 10% damage. It's a systems problem, isn't it? Something's not. Right, so I've got to sweep it up. Yep, Tremblay's firing at that guy. Oh yeah. Ho, ho, ho. Should be him coming in. He's attacked. Oh, he's damaged. So get his bombs off. That'll be him bugging out now. Right, devastating there. So we took out 3 radar stations, multiple AA sites, just with 12 aardvarks, spanning what territory over 100, 200 nautical miles. You have at least one. So we don't see him anymore, so technically he's not really visible. And this is a mobile unit as well, so if this was the enemy they could be moving out of that zone. So what's this? It's a sentry. So these guys are all RTB. Let's see how they do here actually. It's damaged. Ooh. So yep, they're getting ready to rearm and go and strike again. Which take time of course. 52, it's going to take them 16 hours to rearm, Jesus. Look at 7 Hornets left, so we did lose a few Hornets to be fair. They're all good to go. Right, so what we'll do then, we'll switch back to the Ruskies basically. I'll set up, because we've got all these fencers. Let's see what we would do with these guys. 500 kilobombs. RK2s 10 each. Ah, why not? Right, now what we'll do, create a mission for this guy. It's going to be strike package. Let's just go strike. It's going to be land strike. It's fine. It's going to be servers. Now the target is going to be this airfield. Right, so units upside. Settings. So flight size 2. All those strafe this guy as well. Let's see. Right, okay. Facilities. Right, yes, I'm pretty sure that Damagix is a single unit, so taken off, they should be taken off. Make sure that does. That's active. Come on. We'll go switch sides again. Right, so the sentry. We'll just tell that in terms and go back to base. Right. And see how good the radar coverage is. So the cap have got the radar on. So that's the sentry down, so that's the switch. Force, that's right. So, store the option. Oh, so definitely some motivation. That's an assignment. And reassignment. Oh, strike escort. I didn't set the strike escort, did I? Strike that, strike that. Let me have a look. Is that what they've been set to? It's probably. Escorts. Right, okay. Right, I'm not sure why they're not. It's probably this target that's a problem. Pretty sure, yeah, we can't destroy it. Pretty sure that's why it's not going to target it. So we switch to blue 4. Yeah, that's actually. So it's going to take. So when I was like 1 day, 3 hours. But we can shoot here a wee bit. Let's see. I could just give them a couple of nukes, eh? Why not? Oh, I have to give them consent, don't I? So edit that mission. Right, so he's got 2 targets.
Buster 2-1, negative radar contact, procedural control only, maintain own separation. Push tactical. Buster 2-1, negative radar contact, procedural control only, maintain own separation.
Let's just see what happens here then, because these guys are carrying nuclear bombs. Yeah, that's going to kill planes. Ah, right, well there we go. That did actually destroy that air base. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, I'm just going to switch sides here then. Just put it back to 1 times just now. Right, so right in CR4. So I want aircraft. Let's see, so we'll go with Russia. Bombers. Tu-160s, there we go. Right now, actually, I just want to go for normal bombs here. So how many of that can I get? 90, 500 kilobombs, okay. Awesome sauce. Right, now, what I want to do is actually copy you. So what's that? 4, 5, 6. Right, put them together. Right, okay. So let's see, I'm going to give them a mission. It's going to be a strike. Don't know why they didn't do that, but we'll find out. So it's going to be a strike. Going to be a land strike. Okay, there's a bomber. And your target is this guy. So I'll assign that. Right. Okay, that's fine. So mission settings. Just keep it as default then. Right, yeah, okay, let's see what happens then. Are these guys going to... Oh! Not assign units, okay. So units... That's the ones we want. And that's what those guys want. It's that flight, so yeah, we'll get a flight in. So, oh right, of course you had to leave a base, do they? So, oops. Nope, don't want to do that. Speed. Let's see what they're going to do here. Are they going to fly that mission? No. Right, okay, fine. We'll just tell them to do it. Oh, shit. Okay, look at trouble for them. So, all attacking units. Engage. Still on a mission here. Want to unassign them just now. Right, and you now engage. Nope, we just circle in. Right, okay, so let's assign them back to a mission. Okay, so mission editor, Omar. Right, yeah, no, that's fine. Right, okay, I need to give them a base by the looks of it. Pain in the ass, huh? So facility, single. Let's just shingle airfield. Oops, nope, just want to select it. Right. Okay. Mission editor. Let's unassign these. Right, and now reassign them. Target's out of range. What? At range cannot determine the most suitable weapon. Ah, interesting. Right, so let's see. So these guys. Yeah, you're not going to let me select that. That's it. Turn hose. Let's see. No, not going to let me select that. Right, okay, don't get what's going on there. Right, that's going to be your home base. Right, let's go back into group view. Let's see if the mission can work out. We have to set this up again. Right. Target is out of range. Okay, that's interesting. Right, okay, so gonna RTB then, right? So they do have weapons. 540 of them apparently. More than plenty. Just ready immediately. They are ready, so next assignment to It's interesting. It really doesn't seem to like them. They didn't attack that. Right, fine. So what we'll do is switch over to the blue side here. Doesn't seem to like single easy space. Right. So let's see. That's just right. Okay, I'll switch back to the red side. Right, I'm going to change that mission. Bomber, yeah, on the side, targets. It's not visible. So, 1 second, switch back. Unit is auto detectable, so we should be able to see that on the map. Oh, we can't. Ah. Right, fine. So armor, target. Let's add that. Yeah, it seems to be you can't target single unit.
Push tactical. Buster 2-1, negative radar contact. Procedural control only. Maintain own separation.
Or they're detecting contacts as well, which will be the cap. They've lost contact now. This can't actually hit these guys up and retaliate. Because it's outside their patrol region. So we get 4 bombers. We switch to the blue. Yeah, see, they're not detecting them. And that's just picked up bombs. Well, still alive. Well, I say still alive. Yeah, pretty much out of use. So we are now detecting them, right? Yeah, so the cap's now going for them. So that's good. So the combat patrol's doing its job.
Go ahead for...
That's a good level.
Go ahead for...
Plane landed just as he shot his missile off. Right, well that's quite interesting. So we kind of mainly showed the sort of air aspects, keeping things simple of course.
Negative radar contact.
We can look at the naval aspects and the ground aspects in the later ones. Showed off some of the nuke facilities. That's always good fun. Basically we just destroyed London. So you can't fun in that really. So thanks for watching, hopefully you enjoyed it. Oh, lost some chat there. What's this? That's weird, okay, let's see. Weird chat there, interesting. Just gonna refresh your chat now. Right, okay. Right, so yeah, so we'll call it an end to that little stream then, so hopefully you enjoyed that, hopefully you've learned something. So I mean, it's quite simple, it's just you have to get your head around the concepts. Okay, so well, thanks very much, and we shall see you chaps later. Right, bye.